That's amazing.
So
Yes, I was watching, man. It was like, come on, Bitcoin, come on. And then it didn't want to go, then didn't want to go. Oh, man, it was freakingly exciting. I loved it.
good fun.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
know what happened to my camera. There we go.
nice.
I
So
just took a
you're
long
throwing me
scalp right
under.
now.
So you're
I've
throwing me
longed
under the
twice.
bus on my FOMO entries?
Yeah, man. I was just telling them how OC's long from the top. I should have shorted this morning, man. I told you if you're on the live, you see, and I was like, 3 drives, easy short, right? Stupid, man. I said I should have shorted this morning.
Yes, you
I'm not
mentioned it.
listening to myself. Sometimes you say it and I guess I'm a chicken shit today. So, but that's
No,
okay
I
because
mean,
like honestly, like I took the 2 losses this morning and then I just took 2 wins. So um, compounding win. So I added to the trade. So 1 loss, 2 loss, and then the win, right? So I'm up today, but it's like, fuck, if you don't manage your risk, you're gonna get chewed up, man. Uh,
yeah.
not an easy trading day today. Sideways, and then you get just before market open, you get the fake out to the upside, right? Typical. JT, it's just Alex O Crypto on YouTube. Uh, but the problem is the sentiment, right? So everybody's so emotional this morning. And what happens? You get your perfect dog pattern, right? Your balloon dog pattern. Perfect balloon dog. Breakout. And then everybody who starts trading this morning is like, "Oh, we're going to the moon." FTX unlocking their shit, right? Come on, man. These guys not want to be in crypto after that shit. They're like, I take my money and run away from the FTX, man. Uh, then you come up to first you sweep the highs here. Then we have a nice little order block in here. We literally tapped it, and I have a key level of resistance here. Faking out above the trend line. That's what really got me this morning. 3 drives to the upside, bearish divergence, rollover, right? Bow, bow, bow. I got long here, stopped out. I got long here, stopped out. Cheap though. Very cheap trades, man. $40, $40. Then I got long in here, took profit 1. I added here, take profit 2. 150 bucks, 180 bucks, right? So, managing well. If you're not managing well in here, you're going to get wrecked. Now we got a beautiful bullish divergence, right? This is something I typically long, okay? Typically look to take it back up to the highs. I'm not I'm not I'm not really interested, to be honest. Too much hopium, right? If we go on the 15-minute, we look here, what we can see, we came in, we tapped our resistance here. We have the downtrend just bleeding out, right? Bleeding out. So you can see the altcoins. Look at them. They're fucking beaten up, man. Really bad. Really bad. Altcoins are taking an absolute beating. Okay. Um, yeah, a lot of pain in the market right now. And we've been sideways since the beginning of February. February has been probably one of the worst months I've seen in a long time, in my opinion. Probably some of the worst trading. I mean, not worst trading. I mean, volatile still. Like there's still movement. It's just very, very scammy, very all over the place, not as predictable as I would like it. So, what are your thoughts, OC? Are you in any trades, or are you just like this market is bullshit?
This market is bullshit, but I did get into
Ah,
a trade yesterday. Oh man! Just a quick reminder, guys. On our public account, we are still stuck in this range. Remember, we executed already our rescue or security entries. We executed 2 out of the 3 that we agreed that we're gonna be putting into. So as long as this thing doesn't move, we're just not gonna be throwing more money out of it on it, right? So I mean, too bad. We're still winning on that one. We're still up if we do not take our losses, which the plan is not to. We're still up a 8% on the full month. So yes, despite we have not yet done many trades, well then we keep that one up. But in my private account, where I don't take security entries, I just go in and out because it's a bigger account. Well then I took a trade yesterday as we were starting the class. By the way, yesterday, no recording. And what happened, it just basically went up. I was looking at the 15 minutes, took my profits, moved my stop to entry, retraced it, and took me out. Man, it was just nothing out of profit. So I did not lost anything. I did a couple of bucks. I did like $10 out of that trade. Still $10 into my account, and at this point, man, I'm out of trading it for I would say for this week. And that is because I'm just sick and tired of it, but I'm preparing for what might be coming next. So let me give you an overview on what I'm looking at. So
You're gonna trade.
let's.
Come on.
What is
You're
it?
not gonna stay away. You gotta trade, man. I'll give you the setups. Don't worry. I'll message you. Give you the private setups. Okay.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh man, but look at this. I mean, we don't have. This is a too small of a range for me to start jumping in. I mean, right here, of course, but right starting from here, not really worth it for my 4-hour time frame. And why is that? Because let's just start from the beginning. First of all, market makers. We are what at 18th of February, right? We know that we're expecting a big move wherever it's gonna be happening, to the downside, to the upside, right? I think some of that movement could be coming from market makers, right, or institutional money, which they relate each other to it. So I'm looking at, all right, what would be my best case scenario? Remember, most of or everything on my savings for my retirement is on Bitcoin. That's how deep I am in Bitcoin. All right. So if Bitcoin just goes up and I just don't take a trade, I mean, my whole savings account is going up. So I don't really care much, right? And that's why part of having a not caring attitude is because you already are been holding Bitcoin for a long time and you are way up in profits, all right? If you're starting, if you're already a veteran, you know there's many other things like confidence in the market, you have a plan, stop loss, and then you are managing your risk, all right? But other than that, well then I will just be entering at breakout retest. When I see the oscillator breaking through that zero line, that's gonna be it for me. But if not, what would be my worst case scenario? Seeing my whole account dropping, right? So losing value, even if it's not actually losing value because I'm not going to be cashing it out. The unrealized losses on my holdings, well, then they're going to be impacted significantly. So what am I looking at? First area of liquidations and second area of liquidation. What would be more easy to manipulate? And I would say going to the lower areas of liquidations to grab this bearish movement. And since we don't have that much of a volume, maybe a snowball effect might be causing this movement to the downside. And I'm just looking at something like that. You see, it's not even, I mean, impossible to see this. It just already happened, right? It's not even the full movement. It's half of that movement, right, with that V-shaped recovery. And we could be looking at something like 86. Going back into what we've been keeping a track on, look at that. This is a little bit more expanded. Well, if we have that maybe sweep of the lows, we could even go grab this kind of liquidations, this kind of liquidity being resides in there. So maybe sweep of the lows might not be impossible or out of the question, but I need to manage those entries. And how am I going to be doing it? Since I don't really want to jump into this range, not right now, since the dynamic rector is very close to us. I will be just allocating at a breakout retest or at a sweep lows. My first entry on lows, it's going to be as soon as we have either this double bottom or we have a breakthrough, and I already have mentioned this breakthrough of my oscillator through that zero line. That's going to be my next entry, almost regardless. So that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. And I mean, I'm trying to hunt a little bit more higher risk. And why am I going higher risk if I'm de-risking on Bitcoin? Well, then, because Bitcoin for me is going to be a bigger entry. And other altcoins, which I know they're very much dangerous, I'm just putting there, I don't know, just a couple of bucks, maybe $100, $50, $20 even, right? Remember yesterday that trade that I told you about? I mean, I just made just a little bit of money with that risk. Talking about that risk, I was looking at near. All right, so near had a rounded bottom, usually indicating me that we're going to be jumping out on profits. But what happens is that we came back down here. So knowing a little bit of patterns, what I'm looking at this point, it's going to be something like this. Let me show it to you like this. Alex, I know you know this pattern. What would that look like?
Stiletto.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, having a V-shaped recovery will, as Alex usually explains,
Cup
will
and
start
handle.
creating. What is it?
It's a little bit of a cup and handle, but yeah, it's starting to bounce.
Yeah, exactly. So I will be looking for that confirmation of flip of the ribbon right down here. We already have an up reversal. And I mean, I will be willing to jump in maybe a little bit late in here. And why would I be trying to jump in late? Because look at where my resistance are, or my support is at. Right here at 292, right? So having that V-shaped recovery might be pushing into another movement on our oscillator. And again, I believe that we could be having a flip of the ribbon. Look at that. Big movement, flip of the ribbon, right? Also creates divergences. So having that kind of like movements in here push me to maybe try to catch this lower volume movements and make a little bit more money by risking less when I do prepare for allocating way much more on the Bitcoin chart. So I'm looking at near today. I'm looking also at where is it? OM. In fact, I think I got it right here in my alerts. OM right here. And that is because it's making a bull flag pattern here. Let me just clear this up so I can explain it again. Yesterday, I told you guys that we need to wait for confirmation. Also, I give this signal on the Piper Academy that we enter right here. All right, so we enter right here, and I told you take your money and run when we were up here. Take your money and run. I know we're forming a bullish flag, but everything is just not stable. So I rather take my money than lose it and then complain about it. So what I did is just take my money and then reallocate as we have signals. What was my first risky entry? Right here. Did I took it? No. I just need to be very upfront with you guys. I did not take it. Why? Too risky for me. Still too risky. Do I have flip of the ribbon? Yes. Am I above the zero line? Not yet. Yeah, although I'm still pretty bullish. I want to see money flow jumping up or that ribbon crossing above the zero line like we did right there, right? And also, let me show you something. Another, well, this is a bullish pennant, right? Look at that. If I enter as we cross above, yes, I enter a little bit late, but how could I complain about it, right? If I enter right here as we crossed, well, I did lose in this situation my movement to the upside, right? But still not too shabby. So the same thing I'm going to be trying to do here, looking for my next resistance, which is the loud order block, and trying to catch it as it starts breaking out. Something important, loud order block. Resistance on predictive range. Most likely we're going to bounce. It's not about the breakout. This is what I'm looking for. It is the next high. It's about your retest, entering with a little more strength, and off we go for a further continuation. So OM is another one that I'm looking at. And also, let me see, Link. We just hit a possible entry and link. There we go. Danger zone. By the way, I just gave this entry on the Piper Academy. Half of a position, guys. If you want to execute this one, we are in a big support area, but I'm also looking for for a sweep of the lows. Let's just change this right there because that doesn't change much. I'm still waiting for the same pattern there. All right, so half of an entry, stop loss somewhere around 1688, somewhere around those areas, and I'm planning to grab my money and run away as fast as I can. All right, one more that I want to push over or show you guys is Pepe. I was looking at Pepe here, and remember, in fact, it played out. Move our stop to entry and flop, womp, womp, womp. All right, too bad. All right, let's just we did not lose. In fact, we earned money, but Pepe once again, look at this on the trend line, almost on the trend line. We almost have that flip of the ribbon and a goose head in here. Although it looks like a goose head, I think we are too close to the reversing zone for being a goose head. So what am I looking at this point? A possible entry here. Guys, I'm going to be taking this entry either late or with confirmation, whatever happens. And my stop loss is going to be short within here. I don't want the extra candle to close inside the channel. All right. So once again, not allocating too much. I'm on Pepe. I'm doing something like 25x because ESUSDT. I need to use my alternative account, and that will be it. Basically, looking for altcoins to then collect as much money as I can to then push into Bitcoin. And why is that? Because there's only one, right? And maybe Ethereum, but you know what I got to say about Ethereum, right? Still looking for an entry though. I mean, I'm still looking for an
Wild.
entry. It's almost there. Remember yesterday? By the way, let me pull it
What are
up
we gonna
here.
do with you?
Oh man. Remember yesterday that you told me, hey, it's gonna pump, and yeah, man, you were spot on. It pumped, right? But I told you, you know what? We have dynamic reactor. It's gonna be too few of an earnings for me for my 4 hours, so I rather wait for that movement to a downside. In fact, this is not the chart. Let me show you the chart where I have the drawings. Ethereum. Where are you, Ethereum? There we go. And there we go. Look at that. We are right there. Right there. So what am I waiting for? One more candle to confirm that flip of the ribbon. And maybe, just maybe, I'll give it Ethereum a second chance, man. It's just been crawling to for me for the last couple of weeks. I still need to give it a chance.
It's not doing as
just
bad as Solana. I
oh,
mean, Solana's
Solana?
dead. Have you seen Solana? Holy
No,
shit!
man.
It lost
To be
key
honest,
support.
don't tell Piper, but he did Solana. I did not look at it. Holy fuck, man.
Oh man,
This
Solana's dead,
is
man.
this is not good. Ooh.
It lost
Oh,
180. 180 was key support. Now it's got acceptance into the range, which means 130 is a target now.
I see it.
You see
Holy
130?
shit.
Easy.
Oh man, yeah. 125, yeah, 130 and then 125, 120. Shit, man. I mean, we only have one,
Your
I would say
next stop, like
158,
volume
160
wise, your next
maybe.
stop is 150 or
Yeah,
147.
exactly. Oh man, right spot on there. But shit, man, Solana needs to bounce. I might just jump in.
Solana's dead. Are you gonna go long on Solana?
Maybe
There's a
on
very
spot.
critical trend line coming. We're hitting right now too.
Yeah.
If you draw a
Uh,
trend line from the beginning of uh, from the end of the bull or bear market all the way up,
Let
all
me
the way
pass it over
from
to
if you
you.
draw a trend line from if you draw it from September, we are now hitting that trend line. Let's go and look. Do 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 do. Solana's dead. The trend line from the bear market all the way up.
Oh, I see. Which one?
But yeah, you don't have really anything until look, you're losing this volume here. If you don't hold here, you're coming
That's it.
to 150, 146. Whee!
Oh man, what happened to Solana?
Ah, that's what you get when you just all you do is put on shit coins.
True.
Um, but yeah, losing 180, obviously like critical support, right? Like very
Yeah.
critical support down in here. Very critical. And it's down here now. So I mean 165 Solana I think is a steal. Like I think this thing can still go to $600 easy. So
Well,
it's
you can do some.
an easy 3-4x in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Maybe, I mean, but you can always do some DCA into Solana. Man.
Yeah. This like the all-time high, this is very weak. Look at that all-time high. Very weak. Right?
See.
Big bear divs in here. Oh my god. Anyways, it doesn't look good. Let's put it that way. Let's keeping it real, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely,
you
absolutely.
look around, everything's coming back down to bear market lows, right?
But
Look at this.
FTX.
Look at this. Tia.
Oh
Is
shit.
FTT up right now?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's all buy some FTT.
Oh man, pumping my in, right?
Yeah, man. Why
Oh
not?
shit.
Why
Oh,
not?
by the way,
Everything else
yesterday
is
I received
shit.
my FTT letter from the U.S. government.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm still waiting for my money. We'll see.
Oh shit. I think I got like something like $200 in it or something like I didn't really even looked at it. Oh man. Ah, Jesus.
Well, Ethereum's still holding, bro. Ethereum is still holding 2,600, man. Doing better than Solana right now. It's got to get above 29. Even yesterday on my live stream, I said you got to short here. I was like, okay, sell wall, short here. Pretty good short.
You know what's
Nasty.
doing better than Solana?
XRP.
Lunar Classic, man.
Oh, XRP. What are we supposed to say here, OC? As a trader, the best thing about this is that you can hedge short, right?
Yep.
Woohoo! Can hear your voices automatically. Awesome. So I think XRP is just gonna make a nice head and shoulders here and go back down to right
Zero.
here, right where it belongs, right in here. 50 cents, baby.
Oh man. You'll see. You'll see. XRP is gonna be the new US dollar.
Oh my god. With its 20, what is it? 20 transactions per second? That's so slow. How can
man.
you say that this is going to be the next thing? I
Nah,
mean,
I'm just kidding, of course. Oh. You
XRP
remember
is
when it
coming back down
launched?
to the middle of the range.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming down to 240. Easy. Easy. So you're looking for XRP to get a bounce off the point of control here.
I
That's where I'd
love
be
it,
looking.
brother. Dagat, shout out to
Long
Dagat.
back up.
He's with me here.
I 100K? Oh my god. I gotta get you guys some you guys gotta stop taking so much drugs.
Oh, good risk reward choices.
It's a really good R multiple, yeah. Really good R multiple.
Oh shit. You
Dominance
know what?
ripping.
Which is ripping? Oh, dominance.
Dominance.
Nice.
So people are trying to protect themselves. A little bit of hopium this morning. What you can see really is that uh we ever since Trump got in, we've been down, right? That's it. This is very ugly price action right now. Bitcoin's holding up. Thank God I have a lot of Bitcoin versus altcoins, but you're looking to come back down to 92,000. If Bitcoin rolls over to 92,000, I mean, when Bitcoin goes down 4 or 5%, altcoins go down 20, right? I always say multiply by 4, right?
Right.
So we'll see.
Oh, one of my alerts just went off. Gold alert. Nice.
Everybody going to gold?
For me, we gave an entry on gold. When was it? Last week? But it's already on taking profit zones for me.
Gold to Valhalla. Yeah, we had a little retrace, but a higher low. Remember we talked about that the other day?
Yeah,
You're looking
exactly.
at gold?
Let's take a look at it because for me it's already taking profit zones. Just so you know, guys, I'm trying to collect as much gold as I can, both physical and the ETF. My first entry was all the way down here. My first important entry was all the way down here. We're still on profits. Remember, we're looking at this triangle. We talked about with Alex this high, and then we set up an entry. Man, that was a good one. And at this point, we're taking profits. Well, if you want to, you can take profits. I'm going to be taking just a 10% profits because I want to collect this. I mean, if you take a look at this, I mean, this is for holding, this is for trading. But why am I taking some profits at this point? Look at what I was expecting. All right, let's just look at it where we are right now. We are right at against the 0 line. So also, it will be a good zone where we could start maybe creating another trend line. But that's just me drawing stuff, all right? Let's take a look at what our indicators tell us. Look at that. We are coming into a area of volume here, right? A previous weekly high. So we might still have a little bit more room to go. But still, because I am at the 0 line, I want to prevent something like this. Let me show you. Something like this, all right? I want to prevent something like this. I want to prevent something like this. So I don't want to get trapped in it and then just haven't been taking any profits at all, right? Still, I'm going to be holding gold for a long time. So I don't really care where the price goes as long as it doesn't go below my entry point. And at this point, my entry point is going to be this one. So remember, move your entry, your stop to entry. And a little bit above, since you're doing the ETF, you can set stop losses, right? Because you're trading it. So at this point, also, if you're doing futures, remember you can get a put and a call and then just hold it for whenever you want to, as long as that contract is still open. This is not financial advice, but I usually recommend going for monthly contracts for gold still. Take a look at what we are right now taking some profits. We can still jump a little bit higher. Let me bring on my predictive ranges. There we go. Maybe with a little bit of luck, we can go all the way up to this golden area and even all the way here. Remember, that's why I'm taking just 10% out. So, all right, let's just call it out. I'm going to be just putting this for posterity. Where is it? There we go. 10% out. I haven't taken it. I need to call MJ because MJ, she's the one in charge. If you don't know, I'm splitting how we're going to be, my family, which is MJ, and we're going to be trading. So she's going to be taking care of metals and stocks, and I'm going to be taking care of crypto and any other thing that I might see around it. So yeah, you know what? It's even going higher. I need to talk to her. All right, so there we go. Yeah, metals, perfect, love it. So gold already just ringing one of my bells in here. If you are in this trade, make sure that you consider your risk. At least move your stop to entry. And this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Especially, have you seen Copperman?
Copper's flying, no? Oh, it's
It
dying.
was. It was. It was.
It
Yeah.
was flying. Now it's
It
coming
was
down,
flying.
eh?
Yeah. But I mean, this is worrying me a little bit. Why? Copper is mainly created by boards, construction, electrical, and that's it, right? When we're talking about electrical, we're gonna be looking about the industry, right? So one of the first industries that get hit on an economic crisis or something. I'm not talking about that we are in an economic crisis, not yet, but we're on that limbo, all right? It is a price of, I mean, construction being stopped, all right, or decreasing its amount of production of housings, buildings, so on and so forth. I haven't looked at this. I just noticed it today because it also ringed one of my other alerts. And despite we're going back below, you'll notice this little ranging zone, all right? That range zone, look at that, is built for a support line there, a predictive range, and it was an order block. There we go in previous weekly high. If I zoom out, it's not looking that bad. If I zoom out, you will see that I have a ginormous triangle, right? And I mean, I already have, look at that, this beautiful trend line that I think that we're not going to be respecting it that precisely. Therefore, it's not about the breakout, it's about your retest. And what am I aiming for my first retest? At ranging zones. And also I drew something today in the morning, which was this line right here. Why? Because look at what happened here or here, right? And what I'm expecting to see, it is maybe that double bottom pattern playing out somewhere around here. So if I take the same movement and put it somewhere around here, I might be looking for my first entry here and then maybe a pullback all the way down here. I'm going to try to re-enter because I did take my profits as we fall or broke this trend line. Let me show you which trend line, that trend line. But that's gone. And I'm going to be longing it here and setting my stop loss at this area and then giving myself a little bit of a wiggle room. All right, maybe even farther. I mean, when I'm here in this channel, in fact, you know, I need to reset my alerts. I will be.
Boom.
There we go.
Oh man, it's
What?
dumping, baby.
Is it? Let me throw it back to you, my friend.
Oh, it's rolling over. That's all. It's I don't know. It's
Oh,
not
it
looking good.
is. Yeah, lower time frames though. Look at that, man.
Boom.
Oh shit.
94.7.
What is it?
94,700.
I'm telling you,
We're
we're
coming
going
for
to
the lows
92,
in here
man.
now. 94 here. 92. Remember OC last week? He said we're coming down to the very low of the low of the low.
Oh,
It's
I'm
'cause
still looking at that.
when you're me, I'm in North America. He's in South America, right? So he's always looking for it to come lower. Oh, the Gulf of Canada. That's what's next.
I love it, man. I like that one better.
Gulf of
Oh,
Canada. It says sorry across the top. Big rollover here. Gulf
Gulf
of
of
Kazakhstan. Very nice. I like.
Oh, have you seen
Uh,
that interview that when he talks about Kid Rock was married to Pamela Anderson,
Pa-
and they got divorced
Pamela.
because of
She's
him?
got the anus. She's got the anus of 12-year-old boy.
Shit, man.
Oh, sorry. That's funny, man. It's so
It is.
funny.
It is. Oh,
You gotta laugh.
one of my favorite movies from that guy is called The Dictator or Dictatorship or something like that.
See, I haven't seen it.
Man, you're missing out, brother. You're missing out. Oh man. Let me show you. Let me show
Sorry
you
to
right here.
interrupt you.
Yep.
Let's.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you keep going. I interrupted you.
Am I not sharing? Why not? Oh, I see why. I just need to click share, right? Go live. All right. Going to my look at that. We're following at this point a little bit of what I was expecting, right? We're not there yet. I mean, we are right on support, right? But look at the first area that I'm expecting, somewhere around here. All right. So let me double down. It's not that it's gonna happen, but I'm still supporting my analysis, right? As a possibility. Remember, I'm looking for my worst case scenario to become my strengthness, right? How do I do that? Allocating where big support is at. And for me, liquidation areas, we're looking something around 92 and then something around 88, 87. Let's go to my other, look at that. Let's go to my other chart, right? All right. My other chart. Oh, it's not this one. Let me go here. Don't tell me that I removed it. Oh yeah, perfect. Here it is. This is the South Pole for me, all right? This is the South Pole. This is somewhere around 89, 86, right? But still within the same range, just different zoom. Let's go back. Remember, 89, 86, 89, 86. Let's go back in here. And 89, 86. So somewhere around the same ballpark. Uh, eh, but man, I just see it. I just see it bearish. I just see it bearish, especially taking a look at our True Seven. There we go. Almost clipping, buddy. Almost clipping.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it is. So just wanted to show that. I mean,
So
that's
long?
why I don't think I'm gonna be trading it this week. Most likely not Bitcoin, but as you can see, I'm trying to trade some altcoins, very pinpoint altcoins, because most of them they're just bleeding, brother. They're just bleeding.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
had the call this morning off of the you know, that's the thing, right? Like at least it's moving. That's the last, for me, like this morning I called. I mean, I'm kicking myself now, but I called the short here this morning, literally to the line. Like, look, I have my key level here. I had the sweep of the highs in here. I had my box in here. So for me, obviously, I'm kicking myself because this was a beautiful short, right? But at least it's moving, right? It's a bit scammy, but 2% move to the downside. Lots of money to be made here, right? You can look for a bounce here now that you have, you know, this is very overextended on the short-term time frame. So you could look for a little bounce here, maybe a revisit back up to the lows. That's very possible. Like you could look for it to come back in here and look for a continuation short. Okay, you can also throw on like a dynamic reactor within here and get on a shorter term time frame and try to take the trend down. Okay, so it's all about confluence, right? This is no trade. Okay, I scalped this twice. Okay, but that's me. I'm I don't suggest that. I identify a range. I go from here to here. I'm out. Okay, really quick. Bang, 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 bang. Right, right. And as long as you're not on the end of the range, you don't get stopped out. Right. You could have taken a short continuation down here. Okay, not easy though. Not easy, right? So the next trap, in my opinion, is that you're looking to come down 94,000 is my next stop. So you go through, you always got to do top down analysis, right? You're going to get your key areas. If price pushes up, I believe it'll happen really, really fast, okay? Because we know that there's people short all throughout here. Okay, so what's going to happen? Short squeeze, right? You squeeze that juice all the way up. It happens quickly, but we're not there yet, okay? So what's happening now is that they're probably trying to squeeze out as much as they can to the downside before they send it up. I do believe they will still send it up, but for now, right, if we're very overextended, we had this very aggressive V-shaped recovery. We got Donald Trump coming in here, right? So now we look for this low to be taken next. This is our next target. Okay, then we have another target down at the lows in here that we can look for, right? But we just continue to bleed out right now, okay? And we can see that Bitcoin's dropping. What's happening to the altcoins, right? Absolutely decimated. Sea of red in here, right? -12, virtuals, like all these things, right? So Obviously, Big Daddy's dying right now, so everything else is getting beaten up quite aggressively as well, right? This is not the area to be longing, even if it bounces from here. If you're looking to long this, you need confirmation. You need for a low to be put in. You're probably looking for a sweep, a bounce, and a higher low at minimum. At minimum. Okay, and this is probably on a 5 to 50-minute time frame. Other than that, there's no trade to be had. Okay, so your next target coming in at 94,000. That's what I would look for. And then, I mean, if you're looking at altcoins, there's not everything's bleeding out right now. Everything, right? You can see it across the board, right? Is there any hopium? I don't know. We can take a look if you want. At the heat map here, is there anything up today? That's the question. Got Mantra. Mantra is up today. Let's look at Mantra. I bet you it's down. Okay, rejection on Mantra. Do we got a lot of data here? Nice push for Mantra, continuing to push. So there's, like OC said, very few are moving. And look at how this is moving, okay? This is not retail. This is a big whale going, whoa, big buy, right? A breakout continuation, right? Look at the dynamic reactor, though, holding up quite nicely here. So that's where I would look, right? Other than that, it's a lot of pain today. A lot of pain today. When everybody got a little bit hopium, right? FTX, oh, it's gonna pump our bag. You know, the market has quickly, you know, Adam and Eve pattern right here as well, right? Typically breaks down. Okay. So patience, patience. Let the market do its thing today. I wouldn't be, you know, I'm not. I got away with $150 today, and I think that's a miracle. Okay. I could have gotten away with a lot of money today if I had taken that short. I would have made probably like $3,000, but you can't think like that. It's not gonna help you. You got to get on to the next trade. Okay. I got stopped out, winning trade. Okay. Good risk management. Always gonna let you trade longer, right? As you can see today, I took 2 losses and I had 1 win. Okay, 2 losses, 1 win, and I got away with what? $100, right? $150. Took a little scalp here and there. There's the 2 trades. Here's the 3 trades, right? That's when I added to the position, right? So loss, $100 there, right? $200 here. Happy day. Run away. Take your money and run. Okay? Because this thing is dying. Okay? You could go short here, but what happens if you go short here? This thing will go here and then it'll go whoo, and then continue. Okay? And you get stopped out or you get liquidated. Okay? It will do that. You don't know when it's going to happen either. It's just going to go wee and then it'll drop again. You can look to get in on that continuation trade if you want. That's a trade I take to the upside a lot. A good way to do that is if you're on a 3-minute here, you go and turn on your order blocks. Right now you have no order blocks. Okay, you got to go 1 minute. This is like real degen, but this is how I do it. You're going to get one here. I'm going to get one here. Okay, there you go. Look for retest and continuation. So you're looking to short like this. You got to be so cheap here. I'm telling you, don't you dare use a big fat stop loss because this thing will just be like, enter. Okay. You got to be cheap. Okay. So that's how I would look for that. I also track momentum. So I'll go from the high here all the way down into here. And as long as this thing is continuing downwards, there's no reason to get into any trade. This is just a complete rug right now. So you're looking, right, for some sort of established high and low and a break of structure. Then you're looking for the retest and the continuation. And that's where you get long. Not until you see that. Okay. Alex O Crypto says you can trade this as long as you see a push up a break of structure, a retest, and a continuation trade. I'll give you permission to go long here, stop loss below the low, and back up to the middle of the range. Okay, that's your trade if you're gonna get long. Not until then. Okay, that's how. If you need to trade, that's how you get into it. But not, in my opinion, you sit out. It's saving your money is a very important part of trading. Not trading and being able to watch this and not get emotional, not be like, oh my God, I missed it. Okay. I feel you. I'm in the same boat. I want this. I wish I was in the short from this morning. I wish I just pressed sell in this choppy shit right here, but it's not reality. Reality is that this is wrecking the bulls, wrecking the bears, trapping traders, and it's been happening since the beginning of the month. Okay, it's been happening since here. And we've identified that in February is absolute dog shit. We don't like February anymore. But what has it done? It's completely round trip price action. I'll draw out the price action for you guys. And you're going to tell me you're going to successfully trade this shit. You're lying to me because this is not easy shit. Okay, look at this. You just follow the price action. You bring this over here. Look at that shit. Right? How? Yeah, there's opportunity, but it's fully round tripped. If you take a trade anywhere in here, it's coming back for you every single time. It's coming back anywhere in here. Right? You better be sniping the tops and bottoms, right? You go back and you look at, price action over here. Even this range over here, as boring as it was, at least we had a very simple downwards trend consolidation range within these lows, and you had some price action within it, right? Look at that. You could get long here, and you could still make money. You could get short here, and you could still make money. If we were looking at the same thing, it would be like this. 3% moves. This is a lot bigger. This is, I think, 6, was it? This is a 20% range. We're in a 3% to 5% range right now. And it's crushing everybody's hearts. Okay, so cautious, right? Look at this. 3% chop. Painful. And look, now it's popping up. Alex said I could get long if we get a change of structure breakout retest. Alex said so. So look, we're visiting the order block right now. Cheap trade. You got to be cheap, man. You better be cheap. But look at it. It's ripping, man. Do you want to get in the way of this thing?
Oh man.
Right?
I don't know.
It's not. Look, it's going to stop you out in 2 seconds, man. Fair value gap right here.
Yeah.
And it could just go down, right? It could just go like this and you're winning. Look at this perfect entry. Doing it live, baby. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that. Don't underestimate the order blocks, man.
Fantastic entry.
It's emotional, man. It's emotional. Right? So be careful, please. That's all I got to say.
I think that's time to wrap the class up. I will say that today or this week, it's going to be a little bit of a shaky week. A lot of bearish and bullish sentiments both coming in and out. Just trade it per day and look at the macro charts, right? I mean, if you want to take advantage of volatility, I would say go watch Alexo Crypto's lives. If you rather look at, for example, bigger market movements, also take a look at what I'm doing. Remember, I'm trying to stay away at this point from volatility, and just basically do your style, right? Where you are the most profitable, regardless what's that, right? That's why I think it's very important. I really like this class because it brings you two different perspectives. Well, other than that, just be careful in the market. Alex, pass it over to you, my friend.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's fun. It's fun. At least it's
Fun.
moving, right? It's fun. It's moving. But be careful, please. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Have a good day.